Hello, group fitness instructor students. I wanted to just send out a short video just talking about what to expect for tomorrow, Thursday, for our class at 11. We are not going to be able to meet face to face now because my husband actually tested positive for COVID, so we are now on lockdown, so I can't leave the house. So I got tested too, so we're going to just await those results. So I'm going to have to do everything from home for now, which we should be able to do even through another online platform, which is Zoom. So for those of you that have ever used Zoom before, you're familiar with it. For those of you that have not, it's very user-friendly. And the thing that I like about Zoom is we can see everybody clearly on the computer screen. So we each get our own square kind of on the computer and we can see you fully. Versus in virtual classroom, you probably noticed that the cameras were a lot smaller and it was harder to actually see the person. So I will be kind of using Zoom here and there if I need to. Obviously, like I said, I'd like to meet face to face when we can, but you know, we're in this crazy time, so already it's happening where we can't. So we're gonna make it happen, but we're gonna do it in Zoom. So what I've done is I've sent you all an email that looks just like this, okay? It has a link in it right here to take you right to our Zoom meeting. Now, you do not have to create an account for yourself in Zoom if you've never used it before, but you can if you would like to, okay? But you do not need to have an account in Zoom to be able to enter into a Zoom meeting. So here's the link. If you have problems accessing it from that link, you can also enter in the meeting ID, which is right here, the 885-1822-6477, and then the passcode here, the 920-006. So if for some reason the meeting link doesn't work, you can enter the meeting ID and the passcode that I've given you here, and that should work. When you do enter into Zoom, you're going to need to allow it to access your webcam and then also your microphone. Okay, so make sure that you have those turned on because we're going to try to do the lab that I had planned to do face-to-face in Zoom. So I need to be able to see you and hear you for you to be able to present and share what you've come up with. Now, going back to our course site, if you go under your week 1 module, now remember I had said all the way down at the bottom here, you see the 2 laboratory exercises that we were going to do in class. So what you will want to do is just download this onto your computer. So you can click download, and that will allow you to open it up in a Word document on your computer. And then you can either print it off, right, or you can go ahead and type your responses for your introduction and then for your closing. Same thing for the warm up and cool down lab. Go ahead and download that and print it off and go ahead and start writing down what you're coming up with as far as a proper warm up and a proper cool down. Remember, you want to keep them short, maybe like just 2 to 3 minutes in length, nothing super long, because I want to give each of you a chance to share those with other classmates. So my goal in our Zoom meeting is to, number 1, have a question and answer period right at the beginning of class. We'll get a chance to talk. If some of you are still stuck on some of the other homework for the week, we can talk about that. And then part 2 is to break you into maybe small groups of maybe 2 or 3 people and have you share your opening and closing statements with each other and share your warm up and cool downs with each other and kind of bounce those ideas off of each other. And then part 3 is to come back together as a group and actually have each one of you take the screen over and share with us your opening and closing statement, take us through your warm up, and take us through your cool down and then your closing statement. So with that said, you're going to want to be in a space where you can stand up away from your computer screen, and as the presenter you can talk and move and take us through the plan, and then as the participants, the rest of us can also stand up away from our computer and we can actually move with you and go through the movements and see how that feels being a participant. So then from there we'll be able to give each other feedback on, hey, this is maybe what you could improve upon, and these are things that you did really well. So we will definitely try to give each other feedback after each one of us goes through and shares what we've come up with for those 2 labs. So that is my plan. Plans are great. They don't always go as planned, but I just wanted you to know up front that's my plan. And we'll see how it goes. It's a learning experience. I know Zoom works really well for workouts because I've done them already with multiple people. So it's a great platform to be able to do workouts with other people too. So if you have questions in the meantime, go ahead and shoot me an email. I plan on being online tomorrow at 11 o'clock. I will be in Zoom waiting for each of you to join the meeting. If you have any issues, just let me know. But I would expect everybody to be there on their computer and ready to go at 11 o'clock. So I will see you tomorrow.